anxiety feels louder when you're tired, it's not because you're weak. It's because your nervous system is depleted. Tonight, let's talk about something gentle but important. Anxiety doesn't always begin in the mind. Most of the time it begins in the body. Sometimes anxiety feels like it comes out of nowhere. One moment you're fine, and the next, your mind is already showing you the worst possible outcome. But anxiety usually isn't random. Most of the time, anxiety shows up when you're depleted, overloaded, exhausted, sleep-deprived, running on low battery for too long. And that's why tonight's reminder is simple. Anxiety isn't always a sign that something is wrong in your life. Sometimes it's a signal that your nervous system is overworked. We often treat anxiety like it's made of thoughts, like it lives in the mind, and if we think clearly enough, analyze enough, or control ourselves enough, it will disappear. But anxiety doesn't begin in thoughts. Anxiety begins in the body. The body switches anxiety on, and the mind simply narrates it. Here's what happens when anxiety rises. Your heartbeat speeds up. Your breathing becomes shallow. Your shoulders lift slightly without you noticing. Your stomach tightens. Your neck becomes tense. This isn't psychology. It's mechanics. It's an ancient survival system, activating before you even decide what you feel. And when the body moves into danger mode, the brain receives a message. Something is wrong. Something is coming. Stay alert, even if the threat is not real, even if it's only an imagined future or an old memory, or a fear your nervous system has carried for years. That's the paradox. We tried to calm anxiety down with thoughts, but anxiety isn't born from thoughts. It's born from signals in the body. So if you want to calm anxiety, you don't start by fighting your mind. You start by changing the signal. Your brain is not separate from your body. Your brain depends on sleep, workload, routine, breathing, movement, muscle tension, and how safe your body feels. This is why people who move very little but think a lot often feel anxiety more strongly. Because hours of sitting create the perfect conditions for it: a tight diaphragm, a compressed rib cage, disrupted breathing, stagnant energy. The body becomes stuck, and the mind becomes loud. This doesn't mean your thoughts don't matter. They do, but they're often secondary. The thoughts arrive after the body already decided at danger or safety. And if you want anxiety to become manageable, you need to learn to catch the earliest physical signs, not the spiral, not the panic, the first seconds, the tiny signals: tightness in the throat, tension in the shoulders, shallow breathing, a sinking feeling in the stomach. That's the moment you can intervene, not by forcing calm, but by guiding the body back towards safety. The simplest place to start is breathing, not because it's trendy, but because breathing is one of the few systems in the body that is both automatic and under your control. Most people breathe in short, shallow bursts, high in the chest. But shallow breathing sends the brain a message. We are not safe. Slow breathing sends different messages. We have time. We are okay. There is no emergency. So tonight, if anxiety is present, try this. 3 slow breaths. Not aggressive, not forced. Just 3. Inhale gently through your nose, and then exhale longer than you inhale. The long exhale is important because the exhale tells the nervous system, we are not rushing. We are not being chased. We can soften. And very often your mind will follow. Not because you won the thought, but because you changed the signal underneath it. And the next layer is movement. Anxiety is often stored tension, especially in the neck and shoulders. When those areas are tight, breathing becomes shallow automatically. Even on an ordinary day, you can wake up feeling uneasy. Not because something happened, but because your body is carrying yesterday's stress. That is not personality. That is muscular memory. Your muscles hold more than movement. They also hold pressure you never fully released, stress that never got completed, fear you pushed through, irritation you had to swallow, Over years, this becomes a background signal. Stay alert. Even if your life looks fine on the surface, your body may still be living in threat mode, and the brain interprets that as anxiety. So you don't heal anxiety in one night, but you can begin to soften it, gently, slow stretching, posture, breathing, not for aesthetics, not for performance, for calm. Even 10 minutes of slow movement can change the nervous system. Stretch the chest, relax the shoulders, lengthen the neck, let your breathing deepen. The body receives new information. We're safe again. And the mind begins to quiet down. If anxiety has ever felt like it appeared out of nowhere, it didn't. It was building quietly underneath the surface for a long time. And when the body could no longer carry it, your mind finally spoke it out loud. Not to punish you, but to warn you, to ask for care. Tonight, you don't need to solve everything. You only need to stop fighting your nervous system as if it's your enemy. It's trying to protect you. It just needs different signals, slow breath, gentle movement, less noise, more rest, and a reminder that you're not broken. You're simply tired and your body is asking to be heard. This has been Evening Reset, quiet wisdom for tired people. If you'd like more evenings like this, you're welcome to come back. Good night.